peeps, hello my loves, marhaba habibi. So last week I talked to you guys about some super expensive Hakahoda brushes. I will link that review down below. And today I'm getting to talk to you guys about some brushes that I love almost just as much, that are much more affordable. I'm talking about Morphe brushes. If you didn't read the title, you just got excited and you saw my face and you're like, click, let's go. I'm not cool. I incite that kind of response. Anyways, I'm not sure of the exact prices of these guys. I will link those down below. I know that you guys didn't see these hauled in our IMATS haul that I could also link down below, but we stopped for like an impromptu stop at the Morphe store on our way home from IMATS, so that's when this all happened. I love all but one. So I probably won't repeat that I love it, you should buy it, whatever. The one I'm not obsessed with, I'll let you know, but everything else, it's safe to say that I really love, that I recommend. It's awesome. Okay, cool. So the first one that I'll talk to you is actually one that I haven't used yet. It's the M429, and I at first thought like this was something that was thrown in my basket by accident. I was like, wait, what is this? But I remembered what it was so shortly thereafter. So it's like a nice little duo fiber brush. This one Noelle recommended to me. She says this one is great for diffusing, sort of if you're in your crease, if things don't look as blended as they should be, you just go in there and you diffuse quickly. So this one is still sitting in its packaging to remind me to break into it and use it for the first time, but she swears by it and I trust her recommendations. I will leave her channel down below. If for some reason you are not subscribed, you totally should be. Okay, no particular order, let's just go for it. The first one that I bought, and they're all dirty because they've been used in the past 2 days. I haven't had a chance to wash them yet. So this is the E56, which looks like this. Usually the top is white, but it's covered in foundation. I've been loving to use this. I love buffing brushes for my foundation, and this one is perfect. It's the right size. The hiccups, we can't go through a video without them. It's the right size so we can get into all the nooks and crannies. It buffs everything so beautifully. It washes. I have washed this once. It washes really nice and doesn't lose any hairs, and it's just a really, really lovely brush. So, like I said, I love it, recommend it, all that kind of great stuff. The second one here in front of me is the E12, so it's this one right here, which again usually is white up top. This one is one that I wanted to use similar to the way that I use the Balm's Blend a Hand to blend out my under eye concealer. I will say that I like the Blend a Hand a little bit more because it's just that much stiffer, but this one really does get in there because of the pointed tip and is really lovely and soft underneath that sensitive area, and it does blend. It takes me like 30 seconds longer than it does with the Blend a Hand because it's a little bit softer and has more give, but once it's blended in there, it blends it beautifully and it's really lovely, and I have really been enjoying it. The next that goes hand in hand with that one is the E48, which is this one, and this one is really lovely for setting that under eye area. It's so soft and just the right shape to really get in there, and you can just sort of roll on that powder. It's really lovely. I didn't think I would love it as much as I do, but I've really been enjoying it. Even at the end of the day, sort of like today when I'm sitting to film and it's been like 12 hours since I put on my makeup, I need to dust off some of that fallout underneath my eyes. This is a perfect little tool, and it's nice and soft so it doesn't irritate that sensitive area. So a great, great brush. This next one is one that I'm not super fond of. So this is the M457. It's like a duo fiber and it's nice and dense. I thought this would be lovely also to apply foundation with, something maybe on a more diffuse day. I've tried it with powder and liquid, like on a day I want a slightly lighter coverage. I've tried it with both powder and liquid, and it just, sorry, there's a hair sticking out that needs to fall out. There we go. So this one has shed on me, just a couple hairs, nothing crazy. But with powder, foundation, and liquid, it just streaks. It doesn't effortlessly blend, which is annoying, and then it gets to be a little bit like harsh, like it's a little bit spiky. The dual fiber isn't quite as smooth as in some other brushes. So this one is one that I might pass along to a friend because it's one that I don't think I'm going to get a huge amount of use out of. If you guys have this and love it, let me know what you use it for. But it was not my favorite in this bunch of like really great stellar standouts. So there's that. This bulbous beauty. Bulbous, Noelle, did you hear that? I said bulbous. Did you catch it? Did you? Bulbous? One more time. This is the E41, which is, these kinds of brushes just make me so happy. I've used this both for powder foundation to sort of set with powder, and then the other side for my finishing powder from Gemini. And for both powders, one that's sort of, usually I tend to use one stiffer and then one softer brush, but this works brilliantly with both powders, and it's so soft and bulbous and has a large area. I really, really enjoy it, and it's a fraction of the cost of the Makeup Forever one. The Makeup Forever one is a slightly different shape, but that one is another one that's popular that kind of has the same bulbous form. You guys are gonna get so mad. Noelle and I have a thing going. I'm sorry. I told you I'd link her channel down below. I actually kind of prefer this to the Makeup Forever, especially for my purposes of using it to set with a powder. And again, I said it's like a fraction of the cost. So I would check this one out if you're in the market for a nice bulbous. People are gonna get really upset. For a nice, dense, really fluffy powder brush. Okay, I got a couple more. This brush may be, no, I can't pick a favorite, but I love this one. This is the E58, so it's an angled like blush brush, and I don't know why I'd never used something of this shape before, but it's perfect. It just gets in there and applies blush effortlessly in the exact right way that you need it to, in the exact right intensity. It's beautiful. It's a dream. It doesn't shed. I absolutely adore this one. There's a reason why it gets so much hype here on the YouTubes. It's a great brush. Two more brushes. So this one is the G2. What do I use this one for? Oh, I think I also use this one to set that under eye area. No, that is a lie. That is a bold-faced lie, woman. This I used to contour with. I was like, wait, what is happening? So I wanted it to be similar to that contour brush that I had from Hakuhodo, so something nice and small and dense so you could get in there and just chisel out, but chisel out in a way that's also blended. So it is lovely. I know that these are like, this collection is especially designed with this ferrule, but I kind of prefer this ferrule, so I wish this brush came in this ferrule. It might. We were just so overwhelmed in the store I didn't find one. So my only gripe is that I don't prefer this handle as much as this one, but the brush itself works really well and applies that product in a really lovely, flawless way. And then the third brush, or the last brush, is the E20, which is not necessarily one I would have thought to grab for highlighter, but I'm like, I'm just gonna get a fan brush. And I was like, you're gonna apply highlighter with a fan brush? Come on, no, you're not. No. We're converting you to the school of Noelle in highlighting, which is like full on all the way. So I thought this one was perfect because it's small enough that it gives me that precision to get my highlight where I want, but it's dense enough, can you see all that highlighter coming off of it, that it gives me a nice intense pack of highlight. It's good because it gives me the intensity of the highlight without making it look like a choppy line. It just blends everything so well. So again, a really lovely brush, not one that you would necessarily think of initially for a highlight, but if you are like us and you like just bathing in the highlight, this is your guy. Okay, I talked really quickly, so any kind of questions, leave those down below. I will link prices also down below. I'm not personally affiliated with Morphe, so I have no kind of personal discount code. I think though with the code Jack Attack, JAC Attack, like that that's Jaclyn Hill's code, you can get 10% off. She also did mention that you get 10% off in store, and I totally forgot when we were paying. Noelle, how did I forget? So we missed out on that in store. But if you are going in store, she said that you can actually just tell them, and then that will give you that discount code too. Hoy, that is a lot of talking. I am so tired, and it's so late, but I still have to go wash my face. Let me know what brushes you guys love from Morphe, or any brushes that you've been loving recently. I am a brush hoarder, so I would be happy to try anything you recommend. Anyways, I am out of breath and out of saliva, and I need to go. You know, when your mouth gets dry, you've talked so much. Do some points of positivity, and then I'll be done. My first point of positivity is like, I feel like today I like pulled it all together, and that is making me happy. I rarely like have it where like everything seems pulled together. It's a good day when that happens. My second is starting to look forward to a trip coming up that I have, which will be with a good friend, and I'm really excited for that. And then my third is starting to plan things for next year, and like where I want to be and what I want to do and all that kind of stuff, which is exciting. It's nerve-wracking, but it's exciting. So that is it for me today. As always, please let me know what's making you guys smile. Thank you for hanging out today. I will talk to you guys ever so soon, but before I leave you, as always, let me remind you that life is just way too short to wear boring lipstick. Bye, guys.